On Monday, it is time. We have waited all season. We finally have the college football national championship game. It is a rematch of the SEC championship. We have Georgia versus Bama. And as much as I want to talk about this game and could talk about it for a while, we're going to be talking about the line. Georgia is currently listed as a 2.5 point favorite. Alabama is an underdog. Yes, you heard that correctly. Alabama is an underdog. I don't know what to think about this, so I'm coming to ask you guys. I personally do not know. I have no clue why they did this. I feel like they're messing with us. Personally, I think Bama's better. Bama's been dominant all season. They had their little hiccups. They lost, but they came out in the game against Georgia in the SEC Championship. The highlights that I'm showing you guys right here. And Bama played to play. They were down early, and they found a way to win. They dominated Cincinnati to win that game, win the college football playoff, again in the championship. Michigan got handled by Georgia. Georgia took out Michigan easily. Georgia's win was more impressive than Bama's win. If Cincinnati and Georgia played, who wins? Or if Cincinnati and Michigan plays, who knows? I think they're both equally pretty bad teams that didn't really have made the playoff, but that's not the point. Point is, Georgia's 2.5 point favorites. Like, when has Bama ever been underdogs? Bama was 6 point favorites on 6 point underdogs in the championship game against Georgia, the SEC championship game, and Bama killed them. Bama covered easily, and so personally, I think they're trying to trick us. And one of my friends' parents, he was talking about how he thinks that the SEC championship game is rigged, and I'm not gonna go that far to say it, but it kind of like sort of makes sense. Like, Bama had to get in to win. SEC is gonna make a lot of money by having their two teams representing the SEC in the national championship. I don't think sports are rigged at all, so I'm not supporting that at all. But just something to think about when he said that. And now we see this line, and the line supporting Georgia as favorites when Alabama was the 1 seed. Alabama was the team that won the last matchup, and both had impressive wins. Georgia's win was better, but I don't think enough to go from losing badly last time the two teams played to having a one big blowout win. That's enough to change it from to change the lines that much. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited for this game. Personally, I'll be rooting for Bama, just because I don't really know why. I've never really liked Georgia. They kind of just they bother me. I don't really know why. Just not a fan of Georgia. I am not a fan of the color red. Maybe that's it. But so that's who I'll be rooting for. I think I'm just gonna skip out on betting on this game. Maybe I'll look at the over under some of the props. But as far as the spread goes and even money line, I'm just not gonna touch it. I think it's gonna be a really good game. Like I said, I want Bama. I think Bama's gonna win. I think they're the better team. I think they proved it last time they played. I think their defense is legit, and Stetson Bennett's just not gonna be able to figure it out, and he won't be able to put enough points. As Bryce Young will be able to figure out how to put enough points on Georgia's defense. Both very good defenses. A lot of NFL plays in this game, so definitely gonna be watching to see who's who, what guys look better than everybody else. Um, it's SEC championship game rematch, so Georgia Bama. There's going to be a ton of NFL players in these teams. There always are when these two teams play, and it's great to watch these teams play. But like I said, Bama knew they had to win last time. They came out firing or they came out slow and then ended up figuring out and winning. And because they knew they had to win that game to get in after their rough game, they put up 24 in one quarter. So Bama's impressive as always. And then Georgia, everyone's talking about Georgia, how they kind of have to win this game, how they've been so close so many times and can't get it done. They can't beat Bama. They haven't figured it out yet. Kirby Smart, he's got a big Bama. That's his biggest task, is he's got to beat Bama to win a championship. And I think Saban's going to take that personally. I think Saban's going to come out with a great game plan. I think he's going to know that there's going to be a ton of talk about Georgia not being able to beat Saban and how great Saban is if Saban's going to come out and win this game. And I think he's going to have a really good game plan. I think he's going to have everything figured out. If I'm speaking correctly, I believe both teams, I believe Bama and I think Georgia as well, but I don't think they've lost any coaches, so that makes it great. A lot of teams lose coaches for bowl games, but these two teams, I think they're good to go. Everybody's playing, everybody's healthy. Obviously, no JT Daniels, but Stetson Bennett's going to play anyway. And that's another thing we can talk about, Stetson Bennett or JT Daniels. But I got Bama. The lines are confusing me. Tell me what you think. I think it'll be a good game, but I'm going to have to go roll tide on this one. I'm not even going to say I'd rather have Georgia win. I'd rather have Bama win. But we got to go roll tide on Monday.